ATO.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight in the orbit of Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Three, two, one, zero, zero, and
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions. has cleared the tower. Every 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
WaveCon 2024 is going to be here before we know it, August 2nd through the 4th. It is Blind Wave University is the theme this time, and we are hosting it at Marietta College. Remember, tickets are limited and on sale now. Head over to blindwave.com/wavecon to buy your tickets today and enroll in Blind Wave University. Class dismissed. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Blind Wave Podcast. It is Thursday.
Aaron?
And we're all here?
Get over here. We're starting. It's podcast time.
Sorry. I was preparing for tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
Sorry, guys. Tomorrow with our rock band stream.
Yes. Is Calvin preparing too?
Yeah, he needed a lot more practice than me, so he's
A lot
still
more. Okay.
he's still on the way. But
Lubing up that throat. Well, I shouldn't have said that.
I mean, at least it's up. But
Yeah, you're going to want to catch that one live because Lord knows whether or not it's going to be able to go up anywhere.
The copyright gods will descend upon us with their wrath.
We spent some time the last time we did one, and I think like 6 songs survived or something. So not
Thankfully,
very many.
none of mine.
But yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm excited
I don't
for
know
that.
what songs I will sing.
So we're
I
going
will
to
sing.
have a rock band stream tomorrow. It starts at I think it's 11, and you can request songs. You can also be able to request singers for songs, and all those will be done through donations towards Vibrant.
Yeah.
Which we are currently raising money for over the month of May for mental health awareness.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. I feel during the rock band streams like Calvin feels during the Smash streams. Inadequate.
No, you're expressing yourself in a fun way. But no, I get you. I understand. I certainly feel that way trying to play drums.
Yeah.
I'm not a drummer. My feet don't work that way well enough.
Especially not now.
I feel like I can do it with my hands okay, but
Gotcha.
what do you mean not now? Because of my diabetes? Okay. What's wrong with my feet? No, for some reason, I just can't feel the beat well enough in my foot to keep it on track.
How's guitar and bass for you?
That's
Is that
perfect.
better?
Perfectly
His
fine.
hands are fine. Fingers.
Yeah.
Very rhythmic.
Yep.
Rhythmic fingers. Ooh.
Yep.
It's a useful skill to have.
Absolutely.
Yes, quite so. But yes, that'll be tomorrow. I do want to say I think there is a post on the community page on YouTube about songs. If there's any songs you guys want us to play, I have to try to get those downloaded and prepped earlier. So if there are songs, there is a whole list over on our community page on YouTube, and I think I think I can probably share the link individually too. But
Yeah.
I would like people to, if they look through it and see things that aren't checkmarked, see what songs there are that you're wanting, and we'll try to get those maybe available at least for tomorrow. But there'll be a whole list of everything that's checkmarked, and you'll be able to see what songs are available, request songs and stuff too. Hoping to have a lot of fun with all that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hi, Calvin. Are you good with your rock band practice?
Your throat good?
I know you were shaky. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we knew you needed a little bit more practice, so we weren't trying to hurry you back. So. Ah, gotcha. Makes sense. Anyway, make sure you guys are here tomorrow at 11 for that. The following week is also going to be a fun stream Friday because we're going to be playing some more Baldur's Gate. Which would be a lot of fun as well. Calvin, I believe you're muted, by the way, too.
See? Who muted me? No. It was just you're getting the kink out of your throat.
Yeah. Now your throat's a
Now
little
you're
better,
good.
right?
That's
So
all the
Sure.
practice.
you got your throat all lubed
Yeah,
up and
All
ready to
lubed
go.
up.
Yeah.
But yes, more Baldur's Gate next Friday. Eric, you had a stream recently,
What?
right?
Yes, I did.
How'd that
I
go?
It's not
streamed
still going?
Tuesday night, God of War,
I thought you streamed.
Ragnarok,
Wait,
Valhalla.
wait.
I thought you
I thought
streamed
you
Wednesday morning. Yeah.
You're right. I totally did. Yeah, I had skipped the week before because I wasn't feeling well, and I was like, I'm gonna try. I'll do double the time just because I want to make up for the time lost. And I was looking at the kind of guides that are like, oh, this game should only be this long. I'm like, oh, I'm probably gonna finish. Just advertise it. Eric finishes God of War. I'll just go as long as I need to. And I did. There were many people in the beginning like, there's no way you'll finish this tonight. And they were technically correct.
They were.
But
The next day.
but
It was still tonight somewhere.
yes, but they were wrong in that I would not give up until I finished. One of my favorite comments was someone from the UK that was like, I came home from work and you were streaming, and then I went to bed and I woke up and you were streaming, and I went to work again and you were streaming.
So, is that game? Is it all like one level, and it's just if you die, you have to restart and go through it again?
Yeah, you're going up or down. I'm not sure what's the most appropriate. A ladder in Valhalla.
Sure.
You have been invited to deal with some things that are keeping you from your full potential. And
Okay.
to work out those problems, you must go. Valhalla will show you how to solve your problems in very unconventional ways that honor the Kratos character from not just the last two games, which have been fantastic, but all of the games. And there was a lot of really fun moments. But yeah, the thing about me in the way that I play games is like I kind of just will wing something. I won't think about it too much, and I'll just jump into a situation that I might not be prepared for. But once it happens, and once I'm there, I'm like, well, my character did it. I have to continue to do that until I beat it. You know? This was not that. That strategy, like if I lost against a boss, you have to then go through Valhalla again to get to that boss. There's no resetting at that boss room.
There's no like checkpoints.
Yeah. So it's a
Okay.
struggle for me to get to a boss. Not a, and then once I get there, I have to sit there and really like, okay, when does this attack come? 'Cause some people attack and you're looking at their shoulders, being like, oh, if they swing this way, I'll be able to block right here. But they don't do that. They go, ah! And it's maddening. So I have to like learn when I'm going to block, when I'm going to do that type of thing. And I have to do that through repetition. But
Okay.
repetition in Valhalla
Sure.
is quite some time, which I felt was appropriate.
Well, I was curious because, like, if I look up how long to beat God of War Valhalla, it
Yeah.
says between 10 to 15 hours.
Yeah.
And I was like, but you had like a 12-hour stream, so I was
did.
just curious
And
on
I
how,
had two streams before that.
how it played. So if a lot of it's like
Yeah.
building up and like learning what there is and being, and each time you just get a little further and a little further,
Yep.
then I'm like, okay, that.
And I
might
have to
make
admit,
sense.
it did not feel like 12 hours to me. It felt like 4 or 5, honestly. I was really locked in.
Mhm.
I had my good chair, that I sit at the reaction table with. I could sit in that chair the rest of my life. A long, happy life.
The
Sure
rest
you're in right now.
of your life.
Yes, it is.
I was gonna say that doesn't necessarily
Well,
speak
it's-
to how long you would live there.
But no, I had a very good time. And then Jancy ended up coming to work a little early, and I left work a little late. So then I just plopped down in the beanbag chair upstairs and slept for about 90 minutes, which turned out to be almost a complete sleep cycle. So when I woke up, I was fine. Like I wasn't really tired. I worked the whole day. Only towards the end where I was like, okay, it's kind of getting to me a little bit.
You were being a little bit loopy.
We've been a little bit loopy in some of the reactions. What was the last thing that we watched? It's Always Sunny,
Always
I think?
Sunny, yeah.
I remember it. It's always loopy. But no, I had a really fun time. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad people were there. There were some people that were there for the entire time. And we also...
Praise be them.
We also worked hard to get the Vibrant charity out there, because that's a charity that's benefiting people with to help them with mental health, and it's currently Mental Health Awareness Month right now. We're getting towards the end, and I thought if I'm going to do this and I'm going to promote this charity, I'm going to go big or go home, and I didn't go home.
Didn't go home. I went big. All right.
So there were some very generous people there that was cheering me on and donating to a good cause. So I couldn't stop once that started.
Of course.
Yeah.
Gotta keep going.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing that again tomorrow.
Oh, man.
We'll be doing Rock Band, but we're benefiting a charity.
Yes, indeed.
I'm excited.
So any mental anguish that you have in hearing any of us sing, maybe we can make up for that with a donation to Vibrant.
Yeah, it'll be one of those things where like I'm excited for it. Like none of us are like singers.
No.
But I always have fun playing Rock Band
Yeah.
and rotating and doing things like that. So I'm excited for tomorrow. And I also haven't really played Rock Band in a while, so I got to get the rust off a little bit. It's like when we started like getting ready for the Smash Esports match.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, I haven't played Smash for a little bit. I got to kind of get the rust off a bit.
Yep. But there was also a couple people that came into that stream being like, "You're still playing? You must be miserable." And I just want to be like, I don't know. It's kind of a dream of mine when I was a kid. Like, play a video game for 12 hours straight at your work. You know?
Yeah.
So to keep that perspective, I was perfectly fine.
Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
What time does the Rock Band stream start? Asks someone.
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
Eastern Standard
Right
Time.
now the plan's to go from 11 till 5.
Okay.
And we may have guests that aren't just us four also joining in
Mm-hmm.
because, as I said, we're not professional singers, clearly, but we may need to rotate so that not all of our throats get tired of singing, and just having a few different people joining in will help that.
It's true.
Otherwise, I'll probably sound like Johnny Cash, like old Johnny Cash, during the Baldur's Gate stream.
For next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great.
I think Taylor Swift RSVP'd, right? She's still coming.
That
I
I
that
think
would be
so.
amazing.
I have to double
I
check.
think we can promise that.
I'll double
Yeah.
check on that and make sure. She hasn't texted me today,
Yeah.
so I need to. I'll see. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Make sure you guys are there because everything will get copywritten. I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah.
So Eric's done streaming now. There will be some more streams coming. I've been trying to figure out what my next stream will be.
Yeah.
And I feel pretty confident to say that I'm gonna play
Reveal.
Dark Souls 3 next.
Yay!
Oh, Dark Souls 3.
That's the next game that I want to dive into, and I know a lot of people have been talking about Dark Souls and stuff since I played the first one a long time ago.
It's been a while.
And I have a lot of games I need to catch up on. Mass Effect. I need to catch up on that in a general sense because I've never really played it. But Horizon is one that I want to play at some point. I haven't gotten to finish that. Last of Us 2 I haven't played. But Dark Souls is one that I've been wanting to get back into. It's been years.
I haven't ever played Dark Souls, but I watched every highlight of your Dark. Those were so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I do?
Loved
Did I do push-ups or squats for every death too? I did
You
something
did
like
squats.
Squats.
Super Dora said squats.
that. I did. That's what it was. I think I did 10 squats for every death I had. Oh man, my legs were sore.
Yeah. I don't know how you forgot, honestly.
That's right. I do remember that now.
Had to start putting like little tears in your pants.
Yeah. Well, I started like instead of just doing them all at the end, I started doing them like
Fit your
in the
thighs
middle
in.
of the stream.
Yeah.
Because if I did them all at the end, my legs were just like I just
Jelly.
couldn't get through them all.
Nice.
So,
To bring back squats, I guess.
we did used to have the workout channel point things.
We did. We had sit-ups, squats, push-ups,
Yeah.
and slaps.
Eric was against all that, so talk to him about why they're gone.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll take all that blowback.
You'll take all that blowback?
Yep.
All right.
All me. All my shoulders. And then I'll squat that burden.
So when I add those back in, make sure you give him a lot of squats or push-ups or push-ups.
Yeah, Eric said that he would do all the squats for Aaron's deaths in Dark Souls 3.
Oh, yes. That will be every Thursday at 3.
I will do that for my friend.
If you're,
But I can can I stretch it out from now until
has
end
to
of my
be
life?
has to be finished by the time the stream ends.
That stream, Eric. What about Dark Souls 2? Dark Souls 2, I have heard from friends and friends and viewers and various people that a lot of people find it lower in the favor of the Souls games. Bloodborne, Elden Ring, all those kind of things. So I'm planning on going into 3, and that will let me get quicker into things like Bloodborne and Elden Ring and maybe Sekiro. And then if I'm really enjoying it, I'll go back to Dark Souls 2 and play it then.
Did you mention Elden Ring?
Yeah, at some point I did.
I think you would enjoy that.
So, Story's not too important in Dark Souls as a whole, I don't think. Dark Souls 1 has story, but if you just play the game and don't pay attention to anything, really, I mean, you can say about any game, but
Sure.
it's not like it's there in your face and you need to know what's going on. The main gist is go through and beat these bosses and beat
Well,
the
you
game.
can probably watch like if there's anything
Oh,
you
yeah.
need to.
I did watch a video at the end of 1
Yeah.
to tell me what the story was.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to
Yes,
say the
that's
lion's
funny.
share of the lore in Dark Souls you have to get through intense digging in books and different stuff like that. Like
Interesting.
there's no nonsensical books like the books in Skyrim and whatever. Like they're all lore.
So yes, I'm excited for that. That'll be starting here soon. I don't know if it'll be next Tuesday, but it'll start sometime here before too long. And if you want to check out my original Dark Souls run, I believe at the very least the highlights are available on YouTube. If you look up Blind Wave Dark Souls, you'll find. I think it took me like, I don't know, 7 months to beat it.
Yeah.
6 months to beat it. What was it? It took me a long time. I think
It was a
it took
while.
I think it took me like half a year almost. April, May, June, July, August, 5 months, something like that.
Could be.
All right.
Also, yes, make sure you guys, we will have our podcast. We will end at 5, but myself and Rick and Jake will be back for the State of Play at 6 today. And we'll be seeing what PlayStation/Sony has to tell us about all the new game announcements coming.
Rock Band 5.
Oh my gosh, Rick. Do you know how hard it is to get a Riffmaster?
I
It's
do
like
not,
$130.
and I'm glad.
It's not been available, like hardly at all. You can't order it like anywhere. And some people who did get to order it, like they ordered it from like Best Buy. It's been canceled because they never got their shipments and stuff.
Damn.
I just want one.
I hate that.
I want 2 actually. 2.
That was how I ordered my first like PS5 way back when there were shortages and stuff like that. I ordered it. Like, good, they're in stock. I ordered it. Like 24 hours later, like it's canceled. Damn it! I ordered it. That was mine. Someone took it.
Is your order? Someone took it. Some guy working there took
Yeah.
my PlayStation.
Mad Cat's still around.
Mad
No,
Cat?
I don't think so.
I believe they're the ones that shut down, which is why the initial ones, because like Rock Band Harmonix didn't make the guitars
Yeah.
and the drums. I believe it was Mad Cat that made them.
Yep.
I think.
Sure was.
And then when they shut down, that's why like the Rock Band kits stopped existing, but they kept updating DLC. So,
What do you guys think of Mad Cat controllers?
depending on the controller.
Yeah, it just
Some of
depends.
them I thought were pretty good.
What
Some
about
of
the
them I
GameCube
didn't
one?
care. The little one?
Yeah.
The little bitty
Well,
wireless one?
I guess. I'm not really sure. 'Cause
They
I
had a-
remember
they had a mini
I was
arcade.
never a person that was like, oh, look at the shoes that person's wearing. That's not a brand I know. Like that makes value, you know? But my friend group felt that way about Mad Cat controllers and Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
I never really understood it. But
No, I mean,
what do you guys feel?
You
I
have
liked-
a Mad Cat's controller to give to your friend while you use the actual controller.
No, I liked Mad Catz growing up because when I started first playing on the original Xbox, I was quite young, and those controllers were very bulky
Yeah.
and not very ergonomic for tiny hands. So I had one of the Mad Catz original Xbox, like the micro controllers, where they were like
That's my one.
3/4 scale, and they had like cool grips, and they were green and transparent and everything. It was really cool. I loved it. And later, I bought like a joystick for PC that was Mad Catz brand.
Yeah.
Like, no, I always appreciated them having like more affordable and more variety of
Yeah.
controllers for different needs. So I never had that stigma against
Sure.
them.
Yeah, when we had couch co-op, like at my place, I would have like the controller the game console came with, and then just the cheapest we could find for the
Yeah.
other 3.
I had a Mad Cat's memory card for PlayStation 1 at one point.
Yeah.
Lost everything. Never again.
Oh, I think I remember that, Rick.
Yep.
I feel that
my
way-
RPG Maker
Yeah.
games on it.
I feel that way about Kingston thumb drives. I lost all my homework.
Tragedy.
When I lived at a house with some people right out of high school, our house got robbed, and the most devastating thing anybody lost was my friend Steve lost his PlayStation memory card that had hit like every Final Fantasy game on it. Hundreds and hundreds of hours. He was inconsolable.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
I lost 2 whole consoles once.
Yep.
Well, they got stolen.
What
So,
happened?
but my dad. I blame him.
Your dad stole them?
No, he didn't steal them. They were in the back of my truck.
Mystery
and-
solved. Let's go get them back.
and like wrapped up in a way that like it would be like I was young.
Yeah.
And around here usually like you kind of like you can leave your car unlocked sometimes
Yeah.
and go away, come
Used to
back
be
and it's
like that.
okay, you know.
Uh-huh.
But where we were, it was not.
Yep.
And they took like all my dad's clothes and my bag of consoles, which was my friend's Xbox and my PS2.
They had a good haul.
It was a good haul. And then I had to like while I was working pipeline, I went and bought like a slim used PS2
Yeah.
and Guitar Hero Rock the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So I could play Guitar Hero because that was what I was wanting to do. And I didn't have it. I did not have a memory card. So I played through every day I got off work. My relaxation was I went home and I started that game from the beginning and unlocked all the songs every time.
That's awesome.
That was my evening. Because we were out in the middle of nowhere, had nothing else to do. It wasn't like there was internet. I had one of those little like track phone kind of things. Like
Sure, pay by the minute kind of.
yeah, this little hotel was like it's like a place Sam and Dean would have stayed in, where it was just like I don't know. I'm gonna say 15 rooms like in a row. You know, like one of those kind of places, not like Motels 6 or Red Roof Inn or any of those kind of places.
It's high class places.
It wasn't a
Yeah,
key
with single
card.
floor.
Yeah, it was a single floor. You had a key, had a big dangly orange thing on it. You know, like one of those kind of places.
Yep.
Yeah.
Growing up, did you guys have locked houses? Like you were mentioning, like, oh, it used to be back in the day, people wouldn't bother you, but now, you know, you get things stolen. Like, I never locked a home door until I moved out of my parents' house.
I didn't until my dad's truck got stolen from the bottom of our driveway.
Yeah?
The whole truck.
The whole truck.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't just steal it piece by piece. They took it all.
It sounds like your house was fine though.
Well, that puts the fear in you, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if it's like the driveway to your home and it's only like 50 feet away, that's some bold thieves, you know?
I mean, you know, we lived out in the country. It was never a problem. I mean, one day, a decade after I moved out, someone stole something from the house, and now it's all locked up and all of that. But there's something about,
Takes
I
like
don't
one
know,
guy.
like, it's always weird when I go out there and I have to, the door's locked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I know what you mean.
Like, it doesn't feel like home.
One time it got me because I was older and would get off the bus and just like go into the house or whatever, and I would always use the keypad on the garage to get in. I didn't have a key. And one day the electricity was out.
Oh, no.
And so I had to break into our house by opening the basement window and climbing in.
Gotcha.
I remember being younger and I got home with me and my sister, and my mom and my grandma had gotten stuck in town. Like they went to go shopping, but like for whatever reason, stuck in traffic or whatever, didn't get home before the bus did. And we couldn't get in because the doors were locked. So I remember the doors were locked, at least in this situation. And I think like the back door wasn't great. And I just used like a bobby pin, safety pin kind of thing that my sister had on her backpack. And I like got us into the back door. And then in at the next house, it had like these windows that went like high to low, and they all like popped out like this.
Yeah.
And my mom had locked keys inside, and we couldn't get in. So like we had to like pull that, and basically broke the bottom one enough that I could crawl in and go and unlock the doors from the inside. So I had to do a similar thing, Rick.
Yep.
So I do remember like my parents did lock doors. Yeah.
Yeah. My
Funniest
parents
part
always locked
was
doors growing up.
My dog Chief was so confused because he was happy I was home. I was also trying to break into the house. He didn't know how to feel.
Like barking with his tongue out.
See, that was the thing. On the farm, we have dogs. They don't, like, no one comes there unannounced, you know? But when they got the house broken into, that was during a time where they didn't have any dogs.
That is interesting. Topic's weird for me. Here in Germany, if you close the front door, it's locked automatically. You always have to unlock it.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And now that we have, like, you know, fingerprint locks and, you know, phone stuff, it's a lot easier, you know?
Sure. My
'Cause I never carried keys with me growing up.
is it my in-laws?
Like, we
maybe?
left our keys in our car.
Yeah. I mean, now that you have like Ring cameras and stuff, locks are probably less necessary than they used to be.
Yeah, you're
My
right.
first vehicle, the ignition lock cylinder didn't actually engage the like what it was supposed to in the steering column to actually lock it out. So you could just turn the two little flaps that the key would slip into, like between. You could just turn those two little flaps and start my truck. And neither of the door locks worked either because it was a shop truck. I bought it from like a contractor.
So you could always open the doors.
I could always open the doors, and I could always just start it without a key and just drive it off.
I had a buddy back in high school, Brian, who was a little bit bigger of a guy, and he had this older car. And there was this one day that he had the car started, and he had like a lanyard hanging off. And when he got in, it like pulled on it and yanked the key out while the car, I believe, was started.
Yeah.
And then from that moment on, he didn't have to have the key anymore to start it. It would just start.
Yeah.
So I remember I remember a car like that. You just take it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, at one point, was it our class? It was the year before we came in. I forget. But there was a group of kids who, this is just related to school. A teacher had like a Volkswagen Beetle. I'm pretty sure. I think it was before we went to high school, right, Rick? Like a year before. I don't know. You might not remember
the story.
But they picked up this teacher's car and put it in the middle of building 6, like in the middle of the hall. Like it was like double doors that they opened up. And it was like a little like Volkswagen,
And they
like,
just carried it into the hallway.
It was like as if it was like the football team got together, picked up this car, carried it in, and put it in the middle of the school.
I think that was before we were in high school.
I want to say it was the year before we went,
Yeah.
but I can't remember.
Yeah, I believe so, because we also, for our 8th grade graduation, we moved that school's principal's car down to the bank.
Oh yeah, man, she freaked out.
She did.
Damn kids.
My car's been stolen. Call the police.
Yeah, I remember at high school, we had a teacher that was always late after lunch to our web design class.
Yeah.
And he would lock the door. You couldn't get in. And he would be forever. You'd just be waiting there.
Oh.
And we, in desperation, just tried all of our keys, and Aaron's house key worked.
That's
To
how we
unlock
found
the
out.
classroom.
It would open up at least that door, so I always had access to like a copy machine.
Yep.
I remember one time I had drama class and we needed to copy something, and the office was locked. Everywhere was locked up. And I was like, hang on, I got this. I was like the hero.
You're the copy guy. There's our copy hero.
It was great.
Copy
Speaking of
man.
thieves and breaking in, I remember my sister in her first apartment, someone broke through her glass door. He was super drunk and thought he lived there.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the statute of limitations on breaking and entering?
Is this for a friend?
Yes.
For your friend Elric.
There was a time where I was really drunk that I got a whole bunch of cuts all over my body. I don't know how I got there.
I know a guy who.
Oh, it's only 2 years. Gross criminal trespass.
When?
6 years. Okay. So when I was a kid, did you guys ever break into a place?
Accidentally.
Aaron and I did once. An abandoned place.
Oh, that
Yeah,
old
ours was an
house?
abandoned place.
Yeah.
There was
No.
an abandoned house close to our place was unheard of. But there was a house that was abandoned. A friend that lived down the street or down the road, street, almost 2 miles away, was like, "Hey, we should go in and see what it's like in there." I'm like, "Isn't it all locked up?" He's like, "Eh." So we got to the front door and it was locked. And he was like, "All right, well, I don't think we can get in." I'm like, "Yeah." And we're like, "There's no one around for miles." And we're like, and it was run down. And I was just like, "We try something." Kicked in the door and it burst open. And we were like, "Oh!" And we kicked every door in that place.
Oh my gosh, you fucking
We were having a
assholes.
kick, like door open,
Oh
like
my
extravaganza. And then they ended up, but eventually that place was torn down before, and now there's a new house there. Calvin, you would
Kicking
know
doors
it.
down is fun.
You know where the end of my road is, Becker Road.
Yeah.
And there used to be a big giant white farmhouse on the other side of the road from there.
Yeah.
And now there's like a brand new house that's built. But that big giant white farmhouse, that's the one that we broke into. Man, that was so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
We we were like figuring out, you gotta do it right here. This is the perfect spot for leverage between where you're hitting and where the lock is, and it would just burst open in a pile of wood and yeah. But no, I had to look up, making sure just in case.
I think from the one that Rick and I went, it wasn't too far from my parents' house, and I don't think it's there anymore. I think it's gone.
No, it's not there.
But we were walking around it. No one had been there. I think someone came and cut the grass sometimes, maybe. But the back of the house had this big window that had already been broken.
Yeah.
Which I assume was someone else maybe getting in there or something at some point. I don't know. But we were, for some reason, like, let's go check this out. And it was 4 of us. I think it was Rick and I, or no, there was our other buddy was there.
Yep.
I won't say his name.
Yep.
For
Legal reasons.
Yeah, and there were 2.
Yeah, there's 5 of us there.
5 of us. Yeah.
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 And me and my other buddy went in. And I think Rick was there trying to help the other 2 in the window.
Yep.
And me and my buddy went through, and like there was like a huge hole in the middle of the floor in the middle of the house.
Yeah.
Like a sinkhole almost, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, it reminded me of the apartment from Home Alone 2.
Yeah. Yeah. It just, what a hole.
Yeah. Exactly.
But like it was really weird. There was a room to the left, I remember, and in that room was a closet, and in that closet was a hole, and that hole was like a tunnel.
Yep.
To the closet in the next, like across to the next, like there was, the hole had like a room over here, and then a hole in the closet that was not like just a hole to the next room. It was like you walked in for a little bit, like it was this little square tunnel to the next closet to the next room.
Huh.
It was weird, but we like crouched in there and walked through and looked around, and then we found stairs and we went upstairs and looked around upstairs and stuff, and I don't think we really found anything in there. But yeah, it was weird that it had this weird tunnel from closet to closet.
And you and him
Some type of smuggling.
like kicked something down the stairs. I remember.
Oh yeah,
And we're like running, panicked.
yeah, that's right. Something either got bumped or something, and it was like a mason jar, and it hit the steps. And when it hit the steps, it did like a dong, 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 dong.
It's where it's rolling
dong.
down slowly.
Yeah, and it just hit all these steps, and then we heard like, "Aaron, you guys okay?" And then like both of us just like, "Ah!" We just ran, yeah, run.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Anyway,
When I lived at that house with a bunch of friends after high school, we had one friend that he was a really cool kid, but he was brand new to Marietta. And one day he came to our house like sobbing. He's like, "My mom just left." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, we just moved here." He doesn't know how she had so much money, but she had a lot of money. She bought a house. She went and just like bought all new stuff for him. And then one day she just abandoned him, and he was just gone. He's like, "Can I stay here?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can stay here." And then we're hanging out, and a couple of days later, he's like, "Man, just a shame that all that awesome stuff that's, just there at that house, no one's there anymore." And we're like, "What kind of stuff?" He's like, "Oh, big screen TV she just bought, leather couches that she just bought, it's just gone." We're just like, "Let's go get him." He had the key. He just let us in. We just took him. You got him. And that was our furniture for a while. Yeah. And his mom never came back.
his mom never.
And then I believe he eventually left and stole something of ours when he left too. Like he took
Was it his TV?
well, it was his mom's.
Like a rite of passage or
No,
something.
he took something from somebody else when he left.
Oh,
But I can't remember what it was.
like their computer.
I don't think it was the.
He took the Final Fantasy
I
memory
don't think
card.
he took the. He might have taken the Final Fantasy card. Yeah. Yeah, I think he took someone's gun too.
That's
Yeah, wasn't great.
Wasn't
But anyway,
great.
while he was there, he was a fun guy.
It was the payment for all this stuff you guys
I
had
guess
for so
so.
long.
But we were taking like spices out of the spike rack. Like, there's so much great stuff here.
Take it all. Take
It
it
was
all.
just all brand new too.
Oh my
Besides
gosh.
a gun, what's the most worrying thing someone can take?
One sock of a pair. I'm pretty
That
sure
doesn't
that's what
worry
happens
me,
to me.
though.
I don't know how. No, worrying. A gun's pretty bad.
My kid.
Yeah.
That's pretty worrying. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Huh.
Like a ring of keys that has just like 50 keys on it. You got to replace all of those locks.
What about your toothbrush? Like, what are they gonna do?
What
with
are they
that?
get? Why
They're
did
gonna
they take
clone
my
you.
toothbrush?
That's clear.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. Technology's not there yet.
See, I
If
feel
your
like,
toothbrush went missing for like 2 days and then suddenly went just back, would you use it?
Ooh,
No.
I don't think I would.
I don't know where it's been.
I've seen Seinfeld.
I don't know.
Do you mean like the most worrying thing is like what are they going to do with it once they have it, or like what would cause you the most distress?
Yeah, like the football. You know, like
Sure.
with the nuclear codes.
If you went home today and like, not Carmen or your cats or something, but like you noticed something was missing, like what would perplex you the most?
Man.
The plate in the microwave.
Damn.
Like if someone
Mine
just
doesn't
stole
spin
my
anyway,
Neil
so it doesn't
Breen
really matter.
DVDs, like why?
I mean,
I have
maybe-
so many other things that they could take.
I'm
But
telling you,
they only took the Neil Breen DVDs.
Yeah, that's very weird. I guess I would be worried then.
I would be confused.
Yeah, more of a confusion.
Yeah. Like, I would be worried if someone took just a handsaw,
Yeah.
you know?
If someone came in and stole all of the little like knobs on my cupboards,
Yeah.
That
know?
would piss
Like-
me the fuck off.
wait, why would they do this? Like, it'd be
I
so-
would give them to them. I hate them, but I need them.
so
they just
perplexing.
take the bathroom mirror.
Uh,
Or
I
the
have a
toilet
spare.
seat.
Toilet seat would be pretty bad. Also, the flush handle.
Yeah.
Not even the whole toilet seat, just the top part that closes it. Like there's
Okay.
still the seat part, but
No,
the
I
lid
would-
is gone.
I would hate it if
The
the
other way
lid
around?
was there and the seat was gone, where I had to sit on the bowl. I was like, I can cover it up, but I have to sit on the bowl? What the fuck is this?
You just cut a hole in the lid.
Yeah, it's just new.
Nancy has a good one. All your left shoes.
I need new shoes anyway.
That's good.
No, I got newer shoes now because of Jancy too.
If they stole all of the pants that fit me and left me with the ones that don't.
The ones that are all a little too tight or a
a
little,
little
too
bit
big.
too tight or a little too short now.
I'm out of all my good ones, I think now.
Mm,
I think I had a few good ones.
About.
man. I mean, like losing my PC or something like that would be
Yeah.
Like that makes sense
confounding.
though. You know,
Yeah.
I understand like TVs and computers and that kind of
If
stuff.
they
getting
stole
stolen.
like the master boot record off of my PC, like if they just took the main hard drive out and left everything else, like what the fuck I need that. Like I still
It's
have
like
all my
someone steals
data.
your wallet, but
It's on
they
my
only
storage
take your
drives, but I
driver's
just can't boot my PC.
It's like your MS config folder.
Yeah.
USB'd and just copy that over
Yeah.
and took it away. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't break it in, kids.
yeah, it's dangerous.
All the left Twixes.
I don't understand that. I don't understand the left-right Twix. They're all the same.
Oh.
I hate the little packs that are just like left Twix or two left Twix. I'm like, don't lie to me. That's a left and a right.
I mean, it's the same thing as like Cokes with people's names on them, right?
No, that's different.
It's still a preference.
What? A
Like,
Coke?
you prefer to have Coke with your name on it?
I just think it's a fun little.
I mean, I don't
thing
prefer
to be
Coke
like,
anyway, but
That's like whenever you go and you can buy like one of those little license plates that have like a bunch of people's names, right? And you can be like, oh look, do they have an Aaron one? Oh, cool.
sure.
That's the same thing.
But then you drink it and throw it away.
But like, there is no left Twix. There's not a left
There
Twix.
is.
There isn't. That's a
If,
lie.
if there are two Twix, one on the left and one on the right, that's the left one. This is the right one.
They only started that so they could sell less candy in the wrapper. That's why they started that. Now
Why?
there's one bar. Why is there one bar? You get the left one. You can buy the right one if you want. That's what happened. They're just getting more money out of you now. Now when you buy a whole candy bar, you just get one.
Well, before they would give you two per pack.
Yeah, now you get one. It's a trick.
But you said they sell both left Twixes in one pack. So they're still selling you as many candy bars.
Yeah,
You're
but,
still
but they're in a row. They're not next to each other.
Well, yeah, it has to be front Twix and back Twix now. And then you have the perspective thing is like, is the one that's further away from me the front Twix because it's like in front of me in the direction of travel, or is the one that's closer to me the front one because that one's behind it?
Yeah, look at
It's
this.
facing me.
Two left Twix, two right Twix. Like it says it on the wrapper. Isn't that weird?
Well,
You're talking about it.
yeah.
But isn't it weird?
Yeah, but I think that's meant to be like, did you see the weird Twix thing? Like, Twix? What's that? I'm going to have one.
Twix are for kids.
So it's genius.
And that's with Twix being like in my top 3 candy bars.
Yeah, I like Twix.
Pretty good.
If I take the left Twix and flip it all the way over, 180 degrees, is it now a right Twix?
No, it's just facing the other way.
No? I mean, if you do that with your shoe, it doesn't change it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Idiot.
but they look they look the same.
But you know that's that one.
Which one's better, left or right?
I prefer right because it's closer to my dominant hand.
I prefer right.
You guys
Normally,
not just
in
like
general.
take
I
a bite
know.
of both at the same time?
Like Kit Kats, I do that.
Yeah.
Let's go all in. Do the same thing with string cheese.
You do the thing with like the king size Twix where there's like 4 of them in a like a rectangle. You just bite
You
like
eat
into
it like it's
right?
a candy bar, you fool.
I do.
Well, it is a
And
candy
no
bar.
shame.
But no, you're supposed to break them. That's the whole. It says on the wrapper, "Give me a break."
I mean, I also eat like Hershey's chocolate, like milk chocolate, like just the plain chocolate bars. I eat them by the little brick segments as well. It's just pleasing to me.
Hey, we got some super chats on YouTube that I want to talk about. We have Get In Nerds Entertainment, $2 super chat. Says Clarkson's Farm on the next poll. Tim from the UK. Clarkson's Farm, I had to look it up because I never heard of it.
I don't know what that is.
Follow
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear
Yeah.
as he attempts to run a farm in the countryside.
Yep.
That
After he-
sounds sweet.
After he left Top Gear, he started a show
Yeah.
working his land as a farm.
I never really watched that.
That'd be a hell of a thing to put on a poll, but you'd need to put it on your recommendations.
It's I mean it's reality
Yeah.
TV.
That's fine. I'm watching basically reality TV with Baby Monster on Sundays right now. That's been fun. And then we had Kamari with a $5 super chat. Love you guys. Was there any reason you all stopped doing commentary tracks? I'd sell my soul for the prequel trilogy commentaries, mostly for Rick.
We were just talking about this on Badonkagong because
Yeah.
we just passed the 20th.
25th.
Damn, man.
1999, right? The 25th.
I know. I said 20th, and I was like, no, I'm older.
Yeah.
The 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
Now I'm just sad. Dang it. Of Star Wars Episode 1.
Uh-huh.
And in that, I'd love to do a conversation about what makes it good or bad. But also, in order to do that, I feel like we should also have a commentary at some point because Rick especially hasn't watched it since also watching Clone Wars. And
That's
having
true.
more
And becoming a
connection to
man.
lot of characters. And becoming a man.
No, that would be fun. The reason we stopped doing commentary tracks, I mean, they never really got great views, but honestly, I think the main reason is that we recorded one for The Dark Knight, and we had a great time, and we lost the audio for it. I'm
Yeah.
like, dang it, we're going to have to re-record that, because I think it was something that we promised to do, or something like that. Was it a poll winner?
It won.
It won a poll.
I
Yeah.
think.
So we're like, all right, we're going to have to redo that, and we were so devastated by losing it, we just never redid it. And then thus commentaries came to an end.
I guess
Yep.
we could do that one again.
We should do that one again.
It's been a long time since I've watched it.
I was
now.
just saying,
It has.
I was like, man, we just did 2.5 hours. I don't want to say the same thing. Give us some time.
I don't remember what we talked about
And now that
anymore.
it's been 4
Yeah.
years or whatever.
Which one was
it'll
that?
be
Was
fun.
it Rises or was it Dark Knight?
It was
Dark
Dark Knight.
Knight? Yeah,
Man, I haven't watched that probably
Yep.
since then.
Yeah.
I don't think I have either. Yeah.
yeah.
Would
If
have been
only we could somehow find it after the fact, and we said the exact same things.
Well, I definitely do when I'm watching like mailbag videos and stuff like
Man.
that.
Uh huh.
I don't know why I hate whenever like if I
hate
watch
when
a
I do
blind
that.
wave video and then something happens and I say something so clever and great, but then in the video I also say the exact same clever and great
Yep.
thing. But I guess it makes sense because
So you're watching it, you make an observation and say it, and then past you does the same thing.
yeah. So I don't know if I'm remembering what I said or if I'm like I don't feel like I am.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just like
No,
in
yeah.
the moment making basically the same joke that I made before.
That's definitely what it is for me. Like it's just a response, you know? Like if you see a delicious steak, you start salivating, you know? It's just that happens. It just comes out of my mouth.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, "Damn it. I need to shut the fuck up." Let my past self talk and just enjoy it.
And then we had Jeremy with a super chat, $2. Really hoping Schitt's Creek makes it onto a poll. I've seen Schitt's Creek. I think I've seen it all. It's really fun.
I have not, but I've heard
Catherine
it's
O'Hara
pretty
is
fun.
awesome in it.
I have not seen Schitt's Creek
Yep.
at all.
at all.
Chancey says I have. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure. I remember the finale at this point. Yeah. That was fun.
I'll have to check it out at some point. Maybe for a reaction. it's one of the things where like I don't watch a lot of things because sometimes it's like, well, I need to do a reaction. I might need to do a
I
reaction.
need to save myself.
I
For this.
could need to do a reaction. Who knows?
Could need to.
Yeah. While thinking about questions and stuff too, if you guys have questions for Blind Wave crew or people behind the scenes, different staff members, I'm working on a project and I'm looking for questions and topics and ideas that you guys would like to hear talked about. So
now you're looking for like the cream of the crop questions. You don't want like, will you guys react to this?
Will you guys react to Schitt's Creek?
Yeah. You want questions that have never been asked to us before.
But that would be the best ones.
Yeah.
And like getting deeper into some things too. Like I can always be like, well, that one maybe is too much for this, you know. But I like that being the option where like I could pull from that. So currently there is a section in the forums on our website at blindwave.com where there is a listing for all the individuals that you can submit in questions or even like topic things and go into there, put it for whoever you want it to be under. But I'm hoping to have fun with this project and that you guys will enjoy it as well. So make sure, maybe more than left or right Twix. You know, maybe more than that.
Sure.
So, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, thoughts, I told people on Reddit and on Discord as well, and I think there's a post on the community for YouTube. Yeah. But feel free to talk with each other or talk in, you know, Discord, Reddit, or whatever. And if you come up with one where you're like, oh, that's a good idea, you know, go over there and post it. And I don't have an end date for those, so feel free to do it until I figure at some point I'll say, guys, questions are closed.
Yeah. Okay.
So feel free to do it until then.
Yep. Super chat from OsJam, $10. Hi guys, first time super chatting here. Been with you guys since around My Hero Academia season 4. And wanted to say thank you guys for the laughs/fun discussions. Thank you, OsJam. That's very nice.
Thank you.
We're glad we can be there for you with that.
I have something for you guys. A quick little clip if you want to throw your headphones
We have
on
a
and
clip.
swap over.
We have a clip to watch. Some kind of clip.
A clip.
Let me see here.
I'm ready. Maybe. My Go XLR is still busted.
Okay.
I
Ready in theory.
think I'm good.
I have no audio.
Can't hear
I
it.
wasn't.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
Oh, this
Oh
is the
my gosh.
Deadpool popcorn bucket designed by Dead.
Is it?
Is it?
That's so good.
I love the eye covering thing.
No.
butter.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it is. Right? Am I supposed to think of a flashlight?
I think it's evoking that. Yes.
That's really good. I saw Kevin Feige like teasing, like, "Well, we're going to do a popcorn bucket for Deadpool, and it's not going to be the most appropriate."
Don't get this for your kids.
I like that it says designed by Deadpool.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I feel like the hole. I don't know. Hopefully the hole's okay. I mean, I always picture like my popcorn bucket like just seems so big and like
Sure.
you know me and Melanie will share it or like maybe the kids or something like that. But like I feel like that hole's small.
Well, it
It's
looks
just-
like
it's just
something
for
that you're
me.
meant to like pick up like this, and then like pour it into your mouth.
Is that what it looks like, Calvin?
Like you're. I think. I don't know.
Is that what it looks like? It
Don't-
looks like it's a hole meant for one. That's what it looks like to me.
for one hand.
For one, yes.
You think the bottom pops out
No.
so you can like
So,
Pringles can it?
Aaron, when you share popcorn, does like everybody put their hand at the same time? Whenever
Sometimes.
I've shared popcorn, I'm not like, here, have some, you know? I'm usually giving it to them.
You never have a. Well, I mean, you only have probably like two of you.
Yeah.
Like sometimes like it's sitting in between and both people are reaching for it at the same time or something. You know?
Yeah.
You never
Gotcha.
had that happen?
No.
You never both reached at the same time?
I'm a
Like when
gentleman.
I've had those little
I'm a gentleman. Let her go first.
when I have like those little like I don't know, I'm trying to think of the brands of like the popcorn bags.
Yeah.
Like when you both reach at the same time, one always pulls away, right? and then one person, oh no, go ahead. You know,
No,
like
you
one of those
wrestle
things happen.
until only one remains.
But when your popcorn bucket top is that big, and especially when you don't have to like really dig down in or anything, you can both just reach and grab and
Gotcha.
eat. You know,
Interesting.
because I mean it's like that big.
I
But
solved
this
that
one,
problem by not eating popcorn.
why don't? What do you mean don't eat popcorn?
I don't like popcorn.
What do you like?
Jancy's right. Jancy's right. He gets his own.
See, you know what I'm talking about. You just get a bag, don't you? You don't even get the giant bucket. You get like a bag just for you.
I get nachos and cheese. The correct choice.
I mean,
That's
you
true.
mean nachos?
Yeah. What do they call it though on the marquee?
I don't know why they call it nachos and cheese.
Well, whatever reason they do, it screwed me up for life.
It did. We had a conversation about that.
I want to look into this now.
What are you looking into?
Nachos are named after Ignacio Anya.
Yeah.
His name is Ignacio Nacho Anya.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know this.
Like Nacho Varga
yeah,
being Ignacio.
yeah, that's what it made me think of. I just want to know why they're like Eric's got a point where it's like when you go someplace, lots of times it will say nachos and cheese,
Yeah.
but nachos
I trusted those institutions.
are it's because they're covered in cheese that makes them nachos.
Otherwise, they would just be tortilla
they're
chips.
just chips.
Yeah.
So like I don't get why. Maybe there's something else with that, but I don't know.
We're watching Better Call Saul, and Ignacio has his girls over. And I'm like, look, nachos.
One of my favorites.
Yep. It's great.
Anyway, but that's cool. That there's a bucket for that. I loved my Ghostbusters one.
Yeah, that one, the AMC one, that
Yeah.
one's awesome.
That one was really cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat that one, honestly.
Which that one is in the reaction. That might not be on YouTube yet though. I don't remember when it hits.
I don't believe it's on YouTube yet.
Double down.
Double
is
Downs
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
I want.
What? If you've never seen the movie, don't worry. You can still enjoy the reaction. We got all the good parts in there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we will see a surge in Neil Breen recommendations over at blindwave.com/recommendations.
I guess I suffered through that so I could watch Ghostbusters.
It's true.
Maybe that's the next week then.
Rookie, a 3-person surge.
Let's see. Osjam with another $10 super chat. Also, and thank you so much. Also, this is a My Hero Academia correction. I wanted to say for a while, but President Mike was voiced by Krillin's voiceover artist, Sonny Strait, but ever since halfway through season 2, he's been voiced by David Trosco instead. Okay, well, thank you. We'll make sure that if that comes up, I'll try to credit Osjam. Letting us know.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sonny Strait did that that awesome cameo for us at the end of Classroom, Assassination Classroom.
Class.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
Hey, Blindway, I just remember being so shocked.
Wasn't that also who trolled me at that restaurant?
Yes, he did troll you
It
at
was
the
him
restaurant.
and man, I can't remember who it was, but like they were just there at that like ramen place, whatever we were
Yeah.
at, and I was like, "Are you Sonny Strait?" And he's like, "Oh no, that guy's Sonny Strait."
Yeah.
He was like the lead animator or like animation director
remember.
or something like that.
I thought it was another voice actor, but it was whatever. And he was like, "No, that's that guy."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm always told I don't know faces very well. Plus,
Yeah.
it's a voice actor.
Yeah.
I never see his face, you know. So
You're not always told. Sometimes I don't say anything. Today, what happened today, Calvin? He's like, "Is that Jodie Foster?" I was looking. It's not.
Yeah.
it was the voice.
It was the voice, I
made
know.
Me think of her, and I'm like, I keep thinking of her, but I can't get her out of. I can't think of anyone else.
I was
Yeah.
just in my head. I'm like, maybe he thinks Jodie Foster changes her face.
And height.
I also can't picture what she looks like.
What she
now
looks
either.
like. I get
Sure.
you. Yeah. Dunbar's number, man. Like you only have so many faces in your head.
Yeah, sure. Because what was it? Jodie Foster versus what was her name? It was a Helen something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not Hunt.
Mir?
No.
When's the next Neil Breen reaction?
As soon as possible.
And
We
look,
covered
right
from
now
the
our
last
dilemma for our next movie is a pick. It's a crew pick. And the dilemma is, it might be, we don't know yet, but it might be that Godzilla Minus One is going to become available soon.
Maybe.
But if it doesn't, what if it's Neil Breen?
That'd be great.
It would be great.
We got,
One or the other.
We have Ultraman Rising soon.
Ultraman Rising, yeah.
I believe it's the title.
Mm-hmm.
That's in June.
Yes, it's almost June. It's like tomorrow, the next day. Actually, yeah, Saturday, right?
If only we had 13 months, then we would know.
The 28 days.
Yeah.
What's hitting the website tomorrow? Movie reaction? We can say that, and that way everybody that is on podcasts has a good reason for being here. Exclusive knowledge.
What?
I don't even know.
Which one would that? It's not this week. What we watched? It'd be what we watched last week, right? Not the poll, but it would be the last pick.
It is going to be Godzilla X Kong, the new
yes.
Empire.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
I know
what
why
it
I don't
was.
remember that one.
Yep. That was a fun time.
It was fun.
I did like it.
Dang it, the first episode for the series that's replacing the poll that we're announcing in a little bit got blocked. I got to deal with copyright.
That happens all the time
Yep.
for all kinds of things. Wait, for the poll.
Yeah, there's currently a poll that we're going to be talking about the reveal of the Hint Hunt today.
I haven't done the hint hunt. It starts on Saturday.
There's a Hint Hunt Saturday. Oh, so Eric, you're ahead of it.
Oh, okay. We're not okay. I understand now.
Yeah.
You know what? This all sounds confusing because
No
we've
one's
had so many
confused.
polls.
Yeah.
for rotating
We've had
of
so
new
many
shows,
polls.
and it has been.
I'm not even sure, like, which polls are for what show anymore.
I had
know.
to ask Discord last Saturday, which show is this replacing? Because I was making the tweet and I could not remember.
That's the thing.
one it was
Sometimes the reaction gods come out and bless all the people supporting us with a great value for that month.
Man, copyright on YouTube.
Yep.
The moments of having to like, okay, well, let's try to edit this down more so maybe this will work. Especially live shows, when live shows happen. It's nice with catch-ups because like sometimes you can let them sit for a little bit and be able to like let it like fade away, but try and get live shows up and it keeps getting copywritten.
And it's annoying that they only show you like one thing that tripped the alarm, right? So you like change that and make that acceptable, but then there's another thing.
There's a whole other thing, like
It's
10
like-
minutes away from that first thing.
It's like there's a spike graph and there's a line, and the line is arbitrary, and this one thing is the highest above that line. So you fix that
this is
below
it.
the line. Now this is the highest thing above the line. You got to fix that too.
the whole
now
line
this thing over here,
dropped.
yeah,
Like,
just a
there needs-
little bit every time. You have to make it just perfect
There
for
needs
them.
to be some sort of reputation system for channels or something.
That would be nice. I mean, luckily, YouTube has done a thing where rather than just dispute, you can escalate to an appeal. And appeals they're a little bit more serious in terms of like, hey, if this doesn't work out, you're going to be, you're going to have some consequences. But the way that we do things and the language I use in the appeals, it's almost, I would say, I think never the case it's come back bad ever since they instituted that. So I'm so thankful for them now. Like now it goes from like, hey, this is going to be a 7-day or sometimes a 28-day issue that you have to check back on. Now it's pretty easy. Thankfully. And that's after 6 or 7 years of not being the case.
Yeah,
Progress is progress.
Yes.
Still way to go, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a hint hunt.
Well, yes.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I do want to say, I don't know when we hit it. I don't think it was during the Eric stream, but we hit 2,000 raised
it was about 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago.
Yay!
Thank you so much. I don't know
Thank
what the
you,
newest
everybody.
one was.
I can pull that up.
The latest one is anonymous.
Anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
I see 2 anonymouses more recently at $50.
Another super
Yeah, we were
chat.
sitting at 1,900 for a little while.
So thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So there was a super chat as well?
Yeah, Ostjam with a $5 super chat. This is the 3rd super chat. Thank you. Last super chat, but fun fact: Star and Stripes voice artist is the same as Yor from Spy Family. Again, thank you guys, and hope to see you next week with more VA facts.
Nice.
Well, thank you. I think
Thank you,
I did
Watch
hear
Jam.
about your being the voice actor for Star,
Gotcha.
which was really cool.
Very
That was
talented.
cool.
But yes, we are raising money for Vibrant. We've had 4 donations today. We've had Cass for $20 and then $30.
Thank you,
so much.
Cass.
Thank you, Cass.
And yeah, like you said, Anonymous for 2 separate $50 donations.
Awesome. Well, thank you to
Whoever
that
you
one
are.
anonymous or 2 anonymous.
Thank you, Anons.
All right, Rick. What were you, I think I interrupted you when I was talking about Tiltify. What were you saying?
Yeah, I got to switch my thing back.
Ah,
So yes, for this past Hint Hunt, which was this past Saturday, I played a little game with chat.
Mm-hmm.
a game.
Yeah.
Want to play a game?
That's
Yeah,
what I was
that-
thinking of.
At some point, I was compared to Jigsaw in Hint Hunt chat. So I was like, well, why not? I'll give up my weekend. We'll play this game. It only took a few hours, though, actually. But on my personal Twitter, because I was going to have to do a lot of replying, we also had a thread on Discord as well. For this Hint Hunt, to see what is replacing the bear, we're going to play a game called Song and Dance Man. Reply to this post with either a single word or your guess as to what the rule is. If your single word follows the rule, I'll reply with a music note. If it doesn't, I'll reply with a dancing man.
Okay.
So people would put in words, and I would tell them yes or no.
Yeah.
Basically. And the object was to guess the rule, which would inevitably give them the show. This Hint Hunt, we had a tragic loss. Commemorated to Rookie's laptop
Yes. Yep.
because he
R.I.P. Rookie's laptop with all of his memes.
normally makes memes.
Yep.
He's tremendous, but his laptop was under the weather,
Mm-hmm.
so he had to rely on MS Paint.
That's how I did it back in the day, baby.
But he was still able to come through with a couple memes at the very least.
Yep.
If we can go to those, maybe.
You ever open up MS Paint when you're a kid and just like you scribble all over the place, and then you get the fill tool and you just start randomly filling in
Yeah,
things.
you
and you're,
toggle
like,
back
stained-
and forth
like stained
until
glass.
it's all one
Spent
color
hours
again.
doing that. Doing that and playing that ski game where the fucking Yeti comes out and eats you.
Oh yeah, the ski game. I remember
Yeah,
that.
that's what I did on the computer all the time.
We didn't
Never
have
get
that.
past that one. I always try to get past. Gotta get past that Yeti. I
Freaking
never
Yeti.
could. He always got me.
Yeah.
Man, so he do this on MS Paint.
That's better than anything I've ever drawn on MS Paint.
Better than anything I've ever drawn in my life.
Yep, it is for me, certainly.
I am not good at drawing.
That's awesome.
That's me enjoying myself.
I love how like you're enjoying your.
I love your empty, joyless eyes.
It is lifelike.
It's great though.
Then yes, they had to figure out the Rictionary
The Rictionary.
to see which words worked and which didn't. I was amused by certain words that worked from the rule, such as milk.
Yeah.
I was also amused that Candyland did not work with the rule.
It didn't.
No,
Oh.
it did not.
It'd be funny if you just like banned them.
Blocked. You can no
Yeah,
longer
you just completely
reply.
block them.
Yeah.
So, like, does Pokemon work with the rule?
Pokemon did not work.
Oh man.
What
Nope.
about hubris?
Hubris, I do not believe works.
Well, Smash.
Smash, I do not believe works.
Dang it. Okay. All right.
What about infinite?
Yes. Pretty sure.
Okay. What about intimidate?
So I actually had to look a lot of these up.
Okay.
So I had 2 monitors going. One
Oh.
where I would copy and paste the yes or no things.
Okay.
And then on my other one, I would have to look them up.
What stratagem?
No.
Dang. All right.
What about Lost?
Yes.
What?
But we can go to the next thing.
Go to the next.
I don't even know what the rule was.
Neither do I.
We'll get there. So, and if I miss something, I'm sorry, but I believe Sam here was the first one that suggested, could it be the words are part of a lyric to some song? So I wanted people to think musically
Uh-huh.
with the song and dance man idea.
Sure.
We can go to the next one.
There's a lot of songs.
Oh,
We had a previous hunt that the most recent one that had something to do with the song.
we did.
Yeah.
It's true. This doesn't reveal anything. I just love that Satan said, I hate this so much. Thank you, Rick.
I hate this so much.
You're welcome,
Thank
Satan.
you, Rick.
It reveals how they make you feel, Rick.
Yeah. Oh, and what he hated was, so they thought they came upon something where they would put the American spelling of something and the European spelling of something, and every time up until this point, the American one passed and the European one failed.
Oh.
But here, favorite passed both ways.
Oh,
So,
nice.
That's really funny.
Interesting.
and then Charlie here isn't exactly what I was going for, but it kind of tangentially works. Song and Dance Man is a children's book, an old movie, and a book about Bob Dylan.
A book.
Now, I wasn't thinking of the book, but I was thinking of Bob Dylan because in his 1965 press conference, someone asks him if he sees himself as a songwriter or a poet. And he replies, I see myself as a song and dance kind of man. So Bob Dylan was the way forward. I think we can go to the next one. Yes, so someone did reply, the rule being that all words are Bob Dylan lyrics.
So you just had every word, or I guess every song up looking for it, and Control F, or what?
So BobDylan.com, you can search lyrics.
Okay, yeah.
And I have most of them memorized,
Gotcha.
I would say.
That's interesting.
Because Bob Dylan was definitely an obsession of mine for a time in my life. So once someone put that rule, I replied to them with another clue. When Pong was born, but not quite. Maybe the future?
What?
Okay.
This was another rule?
No, so this was a hint
Just a hint. Okay.
for them to work off from.
Pong,
And
what did you do?
It was hilarious because they were tagging Pong like,
Pong
when is
or-
your birthday?
Our mod.
Nice.
But like Kala here says, it was actually the video game Pong is what was important.
Sure.
1972. But not quite. And also in the future. I think we can go to the next one. Let's see here. Oh, I think I just like the exchange of Time Out of Mind was released by Bob Dylan in 1997. Fantastic album. And then Where Is My Mind?
Where is my mind?
It just made me laugh. Also, the fact that One Piece started in 1997 was a nice spice.
Ah, yes.
Anytime One Piece can be worked into a clue.
One Piece
Wonderful.
won without even being on it.
We can go to the next one. Yes, so a very minor Mr. Robot spoiler, but Dylan 2791 was Krista's password in the first episode of Mr. Robot,
Yes, it was.
which allowed them to eliminate the first of the not shows,
Yeah.
obviously. But no, it
Wait,
was...
they never eliminated any more than one?
No, they just kind of stopped.
They
after
gave up?
that. I don't know.
Damn.
Lazy.
All right. Well, guys, you tried.
You tried.
We applaud you for that. It was a tough puzzle.
The window is closed.
I wouldn't have got it either. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
understand.
That's a lot. I don't know
Anyway,
Bob Dylan lyrics.
Whatever
either.
show one will show up on Sunday. So,
All right.
Law and Order SVU.
We'll see you guys at 6. Bye, everybody.
dun, 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 dun.
But that was a lot of fun. I had that idea planned, and I hadn't had the clue I was going to give after that planned yet. And I was like, well, maybe, like I haven't seen it, but maybe Bob Dylan, a song or something is used in Mr. Robot. So I just Google Mr. Robot Bob Dylan, and I see a Reddit thread talking about this. I'm like, it is fate.
It is fate.
So, yes. So cool. Mr. Robot does finally win.
It did finally win. It's been on a lot of polls.
Been on a lot of polls.
But Mr. Robot.
I have held out waiting to watch for it.
The first episode will be up on Sunday on YouTube, and up to episode 5 on Blind Wave Beyond.
Yeah. I saw someone like way too complicated, and like if you're like, this is too much work for me to try to figure out what one. I mean, some of it, that's part of the point. We just had to have fun with some of these, and you can figure out before we announce it today.
That's true.
If you want to just wait and not be a part of that, that's fine. But I hope everyone who did get involved and that enjoys these got to be a part of it, or just watch or make memes or
It's fun to
raise
just
morale
be
or whatever.
around sometimes, and you never know. You might spout something that is completely off the wall that someone else takes in a direction that eventually leads to the solution. So.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like a community event that happens every once in a while. Though over the last couple of months,
It's happened more frequently.
There have been several of them going on.
There's going to be another one starting this Saturday, and
2 days hence.
there's going to be multiple days of clues.
Multiple days
Sounds
of
like fun.
clues.
Nice. That means you can't solve it all in a couple of hours.
They could if they're really, really good.
Oh, okay.
The only frustrating part for me is I almost never am able to watch like the Hint Hunt being worked on live. So I have to like go back on the Hint Hunt channel and be like, what all were they doing? You know,
The chaos.
Eventually I'll get to my phone. It's like, they solved it. Dang it. So I'm trying to like scroll back, and it takes me 17 hours to scroll back. And then finally I'm like, okay, this is where it starts. And I start reading it, and my phone will just be like, fuck it. You probably want to see the very bottom again, don't you? I'm like, ah!
Yeah.
Yeah, scrolling back on Discord.
I hate when that
is
happens.
Not fun. Sadly.
Twitter does that for me sometimes too. X,
It
I
does.
guess. But sometimes like you'll load in Twitter and it'll like show you something like, ooh, that looks interesting, and then it'll reload the page immediately. I can't find the thing that I was interested in. Sorry, I had to get my frustrations out. I didn't realize it bothered me that much.
But no, Mr. Robot has been fun.
Yep, I can tell why people were excited for us to do it.
It's been an interesting watch, and I'm excited to see more of where it goes.
Me too.
And I hope people enjoy
We've been
it.
having fun doing some theory crafting in that one.
Have you?
Yes.
Have you now?
Yes, we have.
But oh man, and then what's gonna be? There was the X-Men poll. So what's
Yes,
the
sir.
next one? So it's live action this week, animated next week.
Yep.
Indeed it is.
What's gonna be for the next one?
Something has to follow X-Men 97.
Oh,
It's going to be a tough
Tough.
follow-up.
So tough. Man, I love that show.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
It was so
I
good.
didn't even watch the original show.
I know.
Yeah.
And
That's
it just grabbed me.
Yeah.
It won't let go.
That was part of the experiment of like, well, we could go back and watch the whole show, but I was kind of like, I think it might be better to just see what it's like to not do it. And I don't think I like it any more than you do, just because I've seen the original.
Yeah.
Really? Yep. I was excited to watch it, and I knew and caught more things than I thought I would. So, really good. But yes, I'm excited. I hope you guys enjoy Mr. Robot. Make sure you guys check that out Sunday. And if you
Subscribe
if
so
you're
you
on
catch
Beyond or Patreon, there's 5 episodes going to be up on Sunday.
And if you've never
there
seen
will.
it, it's always a good opportunity to follow along live with us watching something.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot of people have fun with that.
I know people like to watch our discussions, especially if you've seen an entire show and you enjoy like the tangents we can go on or the wrong things we can go on. But I think those discussions can be even better if you're like in the same boat and have no idea what's coming next.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
if you have the discipline. to
if
wait.
you have the discipline, yes. And if you had Mr. Robot on your recommendations at blindwave.com,
Update that.
1, congratulations, you did it, and 2, update that.
Yeah.
Update it. Put something else on there so that we have ideas for future polls or even future picks.
Stargate SG-1.
Or something else. Battlestar Galactica. Psych! And also make sure you guys do your movies too, because those ones especially go through. We go through those every week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
those ones happen a lot.
Exactly.
So, and I'm excited for Saturday. Hopefully, I'll get to tune in a little bit at some point during one of the days to be able to see people working on it, because it is fun to watch people like theory craft and speculate and try to figure out the poll, or not the poll, the hint hunt.
No, I love when it gets really intricate and they've gone down the wrong thing. That's so fun.
The ones where it's like somehow they end up at the right answer, but like it's that thing where like the kid's doing their math homework and they got 75, but they didn't get it the right way.
Yep.
What is this new math?
I look forward to like maybe one day someone's trying to solve it, and like the answer they come up with is so much better than the real one that we decide, all right, let's just do that. We decide to re-record.
Just make that the one.
That would be good. No, I have to. Maybe I wish I would come out on Sunday because I have to stream Saturday. But maybe I could stream myself Saturday just laughing at the hint hunt.
That would be pretty fun.
Ruki just tracing you from stream, like on the computer monitor.
Yeah.
I remember that time when there was like a week or so where the hint hunt was happening on stream. So I was like playing Mass Effect, and then there was like hundreds of people in there not paying attention to me and just trying to work the hint.
They were constantly putting in prompts and getting
so
responses
fun.
and stuff.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was the one everyone thought was Mr. Robot
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
because it had a hacking aspect
Yeah,
to it or
it
something.
did.
So everyone's like, "Oh, it's Mr. Robot." All right. Does anyone have any other topics or anything we haven't covered? I know there were some questions as well that came through on Twitch.
Okay.
that we
One other
covered.
thing, if you missed it, Maggie and I had a really good stream about ADHD yesterday.
Ah,
Check out that VOD on the Blind Wave Twitch or at Roll with the Punches YouTube channel.
Yep.
Which-
Is it in the live? It's in the live feed, right?
It's in the live
yeah.
feed.
Yep.
And you have another stream this Saturday, you said?
That is the
That
plan.
one's covering games?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I had to miss one because my grandfather passed away last
Yeah.
Saturday, so I might just do that set of games this Saturday.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But ongoing, I think the Saturday ones will just be more like what the Wednesday streams were, where
Yeah.
I'll just be chatting about mental health things.
Okay.
I did have one thing I wanted to talk about just super quickly, but if you guys remember a long time ago, the Discord channel came together and raised money for a local charity called Firefly, which helps families dealing with people that have cancer, in terms of making sure that they're, food secure, that they're getting, all the support they can get.
Their heating bills are being paid.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
A woman named Ginger Moore McConnell ran that charity locally, and she herself has had a battle with cancer for a very, very long time. And it was actually, we learned today that she actually passed. But I do know that, that fundraiser that we did was something that she never forgot about and would always bring it up to, like, my brother, who knows her really well and stuff, about it being something that was really cool. So I'm just eternally grateful for the people that gave for that fundraiser.
Yeah. That was one of the earlier, community,
It was.
gifting elements of things.
But she was a real cool person. She put a lot of work in for others. So just rest in peace. But anyway, so we have some questions to go into.
I can open up and see
Do some questions?
what has come through here. I know I saw a few coming through as we were talking and discussing different aspects, from hint hunts to breaking in and entering. Let me get down here towards the bottom. As a reminder, tomorrow at 11, we'll be doing Rock Band. And there will be options to be able to donate to the charity Vibrant, while also getting some benefits of choosing what songs we're going to play, while choosing possibly what singer is going to sing, and expecting to have a lot of fun with that. All right.
Yeah, no promises if you do request a song and a singer that it's going to be any good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm not
What
gonna
was
say,
the
That goes without
worst-
saying that
I'm not going to say we're good at
we're
it.
not professionals.
No.
What was your favorite song you did last time? Mine was Gorillaz. I enjoyed that one. Clint Eastwood. My least favorite was a Ruby song that I had no memory of.
I think that was everyone else's favorite, Eric.
See, I remember doing Creep. I remember doing, I think it was Semi-Charmed Life. And I think I also did an Ed Sheeran song.
Okay.
Those are the only 3 songs I remember singing.
Gotcha.
Block that day from my memory.
I can't remember which all ones
You
I
did a
sang.
Queen song, I'm pretty sure. I just don't remember which one.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah.
Okay.
Any of them?
Yeah.
I enjoyed. Some were more stressful than others because I actually had to sing the correct lyrics, not just the ones that I hear.
The ones you know and you hear.
Yeah,
and you
that I like. I think it sounds like this, so I'll say that.
Dora said, "Aaron, you did All Star."
Did I do All Star?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot
That
about
was before I watched Shrek.
I'll
Yeah.
have to do it again now.
I know.
That's true. Yeah.
Also, we'll have to. Dang, there was another song I was wanting to do on there, and it was. I don't remember now. I'll remember tomorrow
Gotcha.
for sure.
We are doing the state of play. I saw someone just ask that. And
Yeah,
I don't
we're
know if
gonna-
we've said that yet.
We're going to end at 5 like normal, but then we're going to be back at 6. It's going to be Aaron, Rick, and Jake are going to be covering that.
All right. If you do want to make sure there's any songs that you want on there, over on the community page on YouTube. Also, I posted it in Discord. It might have been posted somewhere else too. There's a list of all the Rock Band songs. All the ones checkmarked are the ones that I currently have on Rock Band. I can't get everything.
Yeah.
There was like Beatles songs that were only on a Beatles disc that I don't have an export for. I can't get those. But anything that is available, if you request it like on the community page over on YouTube, I will try to get it. So if it's not checkmarked, it means that I don't have it, but I will try and do my best for it.
Yeah, just let us know which ones you want us to try to get a hold of, and we'll do our best.
That way there's songs you guys want available for tomorrow to request. And we'll play songs otherwise as well, but it'll be fun to do ones you guys want to hear as well.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
Probably a bunch of songs that we don't know.
Oh, man, those are going to be the worst and the best probably, right?
Yeah, I figure.
Oh, Eric, you did Rickroll.
I did.
He did. Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up. Yeah.
That one was a lot of fun. I did the dance and everything.
Every Queen song from Highlander. Calvin was looking through Queen songs, and be like, "Oh, this one was in Highlander."
Yeah,
Oh,
I
this one
was
was in Highlander.
I was listing them off. It's like, you heard this in Highlander. You heard this one too. Yeah, this was playing during this scene. Yeah.
But you can Control F in that Google Doc as well and search for specific songs or artists.
Yeah.
All right. Dies says, have a question for Aaron. I asked it last week on podcast. Aaron, have you seen the Spider-Man fan-made horror movie on YouTube? It's really good. I don't think I have. Spider-Man horror movie?
I have not.
You'd probably remember, I imagine.
I feel like I would.
Yeah.
So, I might have to try to check that out, guys. I do not know that one. Have any of you guys? Do you guys have any idea what they're talking about?
Nope.
No?
Don't think so.
I feel like I would remember it as well.
I don't think they're talking about Madam Web, which I have watched now.
You have?
Yep.
There's
Ah,
a
cool.
Spider-Man
I
fan
tried waiting
film
on you
called,
guys, and me and Melanie watched it.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a Spider-Man fan film called The Spider that was uploaded a month ago. It has 4.9 million views.
Huh.
Maybe that one.
That could be it. That could be it.
Is it like that one guy from Ben 10?
Just came out like a month ago, so that must
Yeah.
be it. No, I've never heard of it. How long is it?
It's about 9 minutes.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Maybe I will check that out then.
Maybe we should do like a quick reaction video or something to it. All of us. If none of
Horror
us have seen it.
Spider-Man. That sounds
Yeah.
kind of fun. Shiraz Saeed says, with social media, what is the risk of return for future Pandora box type shows like Attack on Titan, if any, when the collective internet will probably crack any mystery that only a few writers come up with and call the show safe or predictable depending on how it ends?
That can be pretty tough, like the mystery box
Sure.
stuff, you know,
Lost.
because inevitably what ends up happening is one person nailed it in episode 1's discussion forum, you know, because they found the one clue that you're trying to be clever enough to hide it, but not so clever that it's not apparent whenever, you know. So I bet you it's kind of like hit hunts, trying to, you know, solve or create a puzzle just for one person is going to be way different than for all the people.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Because everyone's
envy
going to
that.
look at it differently.
Yeah.
Or pick up something else separate, right?
Yeah. I think. I mean,
we've had it somewhat in the past when like the advent of CD-ROM came around, but I imagine more so now that we have streaming and such that there will be murder mysteries that your viewing will be different than other people's.
Yeah.
Like the ending of Clue in
yeah.
theaters.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I would love that.
I mean, and then I don't have any experience, so why would you even take my advice? But like, something like Lost, even though mysteries are important, they don't mean anything unless your characters are involved, and it serves like something for your character,
Yeah, like Columbo works great,
Yeah.
but that shows you who did it in the first 10 minutes.
Ah,
Like it's all about
it's like
how's
Monk.
he
Yeah.
going to catch him.
Monk does that, and I kind of hate it.
Sure.
I don't want to know who the killer is. I want to guess who he is.
If we did Special Victims Unit, like you were joking about, you always know who the killer is because you can just guess. Like you're just like, all right, that's a famous person.
There's the famous guy.
Yeah. Oh, Sean Austin's in this episode. I wonder who the killer is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Lucifer mysteries a
Yep.
few times because of that.
Lucifer did that. Lucifer also had like a format where it was like when they introduced the second person they interview, that's the person that always did it. Never the first guy. It's always the second one that's like, I like that guy. He seems cool.
Or like the one that's really helpful.
Or Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
From Lucifer.
Is that right? I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember the.
You guys went so hard on Pete immediately.
It was so clear.
It was too clear. That's why I thought they
know.
were trying to trick us.
No.
I pulled an Aaron. I'm sorry.
Maybe that's what they want us to think.
We gotta go the other way.
No, that's why I really enjoy watching Criminal Minds, because
Yeah.
they use psychology and criminology and stuff like that, and they write some pretty
Dude,
good episodes.
You would probably love Law and Order: Criminal Intent.
Yeah.
With Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, I
Because
probably
he's
would.
all
just
about the psychology of
merely for that.
criminality. So
Yeah.
cool.
I love it. What?
What?
I was just thinking of that one room that they go to. In
The
Where
secret
it's the
room?
flowers?
Well, hey, maybe,
I was like, that's where he keeps his records for when he gives to charity. That's what I said.
Yeah, he
He has a secret room
because
where he
he's
keeps
so
all
humble.
his
He has to hide his
charitable.
records.
I remember that.
Oh.
All right. Nevergrass says, good afternoon from Brazil. I was wondering, what is your favorite anime that you guys have reacted to on the channel?
Oh.
Berserk.
I mean,
Tough. We've reacted to some pretty freaking amazing anime.
yeah, I protest
Hunter
the
x Hunter,
question, but I have to
Dr.
answer.
Stone, Attack on Titan.
I think my personal favorite is probably My Hero.
Yeah.
I
Like-
love me some My Hero.
Like the only one I would disagree with.
Yeah,
If
but
you could've
it's
said any
his
others, I'd be like, yeah,
personal
no, it's really good.
favorite.
What's
That's why
There's
I
no,
literally,
you can't. He would be wrong
That's why
if
I
he said
literally-
it wasn't.
That's why I literally worded it that way.
my personal favorite?
I
is
think my
Hero,
personal
yeah.
favorite is My Hero Academia. Like,
This
I
is
think
why I
there's some-
dislike the question.
I think there's some things that I like from other animes
Yeah.
that they do more, but everything My Hero has,
Yeah.
My Hero is like my Dragon Ball Z because I never had Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah.
Like that's I think that's where that hits for me.
Sure. I
Like,
think
I imagine since I watch my kids when they get older, My Hero is gonna
Yeah.
be their Dragon Ball Z.
Until they watch Dragon Ball Z.
No, I don't think so because that's gonna be that'd be how you feel about My Hero now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like their first time experiencing that type of anime is from My Hero.
Yeah.
So they'll have that nostalgia. When
Dragon
they go
Ball
and
Z
watch
might
Dragon
feel
Ball
a little
Z,
older for them.
Yeah.
It's just like music. Like sometimes people that are, especially younger people that are listening to music, when they listen to older music, like, that sounds real old. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Maybe when they get much older, they might appreciate it more.
Yeah. Like I really like Dr. Stone.
Yeah.
But personally, I while I love watching Dr. Stone, I'm more excited for My Hero than I am Dr. Stone. Even though there's lots of things I like about Dr. Stone.
Yeah.
It's just different. Same
Super
with
fair.
Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Same with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
If I had to pick favorite, and I had to find a standard for that, I'm probably gonna go with like, what do I think about the most, or what like changed my behavior after watching it. And I'm between Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and Hunter x Hunter. I think about those two a lot.
Me too.
I mean, My
Think about
Hero,
Berserk
sure.
A lot too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I gotta admit, when I think of Berserk, I don't think of the anime.
Yeah.
I think of the manga.
Also, yes, Leonardo, Pete was the one with the flowers.
Yes, he was. Yep.
Sorry, had to make sure. Answer
Yes. Set the record straight.
Calvin, what about you for anime? Did you say one?
I mentioned a bunch that are my favorite. It's impossible to pick my favorite out of those. They're all so good.
Gotcha.
I gotta say too, like personally, I've been loving Naruto Shippuden recently.
Yeah.
It's been
sure.
so
It's
good.
really been picking up for me.
I
as
think
well.
the era that we're in has been a lot of fun.
The era that we're in feels like, oh, this is what people were talking about when they say, I love Naruto.
Yeah.
Because I've enjoyed it for the last couple of years we've been watching it, but I don't think I've ever enjoyed it more than right now.
Yeah. All right. Did everyone answer them? We all good?
Think so.
Yeah,
I'll go to the
sir.
next one then. Yizing says, after watching historically based shows, do you ever go and read about the events that they're based on?
Ooh, yeah.
And if so, what's the most interesting thing that you've learned? If by like reading about events they're based on, you're talking about the Star Wars books. Yes. Anything else? No. I haven't read about it.
I always like whenever a show will prompt us to look up something like that, like in a discussion.
Sure.
I'm trying to think of like individual facts that might have been like my favorite fun one or something.
People in chat like favorite era in history. It's a long time ago. A long time ago, guys. It's history.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I think I purposely try not to.
Mhm.
Like when we watch Bridgerton, it is in a separate compartment from my mind than the history of that time period.
Yeah, it is
because it has to be.
It's a fantasy show about a history era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although when I first watched Band of Brothers, which was before we watched it on the channel, I did look into that a lot more.
Yeah. Let me see. Spartacus, but we didn't watch that on the channel. I remember doing that a lot.
What historically based shows have I seen? Band of Brothers.
Rome.
Yeah.
Black Sails?
Yeah,
I
technically.
was thinking that one, but I was trying to think of how historically
Hamilton.
accurate it was.
Vikings.
Man, nope.
Yeah.
I'm not reading anything about that one.
Slash Vinland Saga.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll go with Hamilton. I probably looked up more stuff to try to like understand some of the lyrics
Oh, Chernobyl.
than anything else. So
Chernobyl,
I'd probably
yeah.
go Hamilton.
We did look up a good bit about Chernobyl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hamilton.
And we intentionally didn't look up stuff about Shogun.
Oh, no.
Because we were worried about spoilers.
Yeah.
I marked the wrong one on this, but it was Leewick. They said something about, is there going to be streams for the coming Games Fest? I think it was Summer's Games Fest.
Yeah.
I don't believe we're going to do streams for them, but we're going to try to gather and watch the trailers. We've been doing the mystery trailer thing more lately. I don't believe we have time to be able to get, I think it's like 3 or 4 days they're doing for the Games Fest.
Yeah.
But we will try to gather trailers for those and check
so we'll
out
do
that.
So individual trailers, but yes, we won't know what's coming until it happens to try to preserve that feeling of watching it live.
Yeah. So thank you, Leewick. But we are going to check out the State of Play tonight at 6. Stormhover says, hey, where should people go if they want to ask you questions? Well, for my project where I'm literally looking for questions, no matter how deep you want to get with stuff, go over to the blindwave.com forums. You can just click the talk, go to forums, and in that is a Wave Cave AMA, and you can ask individuals. Like you can find Eric or Aaron or Calvin, or you can find Jake or Dababa, and you can ask questions regarding them, and I'm going to use them for a project that I'm working on. So you can do that. Otherwise, we try to cover some questions here on Twitch. We used to do Q&As. We haven't done Q&As on live shows for a while. But
not for a while.
We also haven't had a lot of live shows. We've only had a couple here and there. And a lot of them for like anime is hard to do anything live because usually we're behind because of the dub.
Yeah.
And there's the manga.
And we want to thank Daniel Garrell for the $25 donation to Vibrant Emotional Health.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Gonturo Swim? I don't know. Gaunt says, your Phasmophobia playthroughs make me laugh so very hard. My favorite moment is during one stream, Calvin throws the dishware inside the haunted house and antagonizes the ghost before being killed by the angry ghost. Will you guys ever play again?
I'm sure we'll play it more again in like October or something.
That was a good run.
Yeah.
We do try to bring back more horror games around the October time when we have Scream Stream. If you've never seen our Scream streams, typically it's we play various scary games and scarier group streams, and there is a bit option where you can give bits on Twitch to trigger jump scare sounds, or sometimes they're not jump scares. Sometimes they're audible cues from the game to mess with us in like the scary atmosphere. Like whenever I was playing Alien Isolation, I hated when people would activate the alien descending from the vents sound.
Yeah.
And I would just freeze up and be like, where is it? Where
Stop
is he?
moving, yeah.
And it was just chat messing with me. But Phasmophobia will probably come back again at some point. It was a fun one. Dr. Zayas says, I know Rick has played them, but has anyone else in the crew played the original Mega Man games? And would you consider streaming them in a similar way you guys did the original Castlevania way back? In particular, 2, 3, and 4. They are the best by far.
I certainly played some, but like at a friend's house. I never owned Mega Man.
I think
I
I
never played through it all.
played through a handful, not like beating them all, but I think like especially with like at Rick's house, or I think the one I played the most was 9. Is that the first one on like PS3?
9, yeah.
Because they did 9 and 10, right?
Yeah, that was like the reboot
I
kind
think
of.
9 was the one I played the most. So I have played various ones here and there though. But that would be fun. I love the idea of like the races and stuff. It's just
You
often
would really like the Mega Man Battle Network games.
Battle Network, huh?
They're more strategy games.
But I like doing races and stuff. I think it's fun to do, but it's also hard to find games that kind of fit within our different game styles or play sets.
Yeah.
Wheel sets. I don't know what word I'm
Wheelhouses.
Wheelhouses. Oh, a set of wheelhouses.
Yeah.
Calvin, have you ever played Mega Man games?
No.
No.
Nope.
No.
Was not into a lot of games and stuff back when those were the popular ones. Didn't have a lot of opportunity. Didn't have a lot of friends. Definitely didn't have internet.
Definitely didn't have internet.
No. And the original Xbox was our first console. So pretty much everything was PC games and stuff like that. Like the old Magic demo discs were our bread and butter.
Magic demo discs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember those. I actually helped Maggie track them down again.
Yeah. Some great games on there. Nostalgia.
Magnus says, now that you have had the recommendation system for a while, is there any shows that have surprised you with its popularity or votes on the website? Has there been
Shocked.
times of something jumping up, or
Yeah.
Shocked Neil Breen is not first.
that's the shocking thing, Rick?
So shocking. Makes no sense.
I will say with some of the polls that you've seen, like the things that have been on there, like there was a time frame when we had a poll before we did our recommendation video that we released, and the 2 polls had some changes on them because the recommendations altered it
Yep.
so much from so many more people coming in and doing the recommendations.
Yep.
So
So it definitely does influence polls.
I don't know that I've been shocked necessarily by anything being highly listed for movies or TV or anything right now.
I was impressed and proud that Stargate SG-1 was so high on our list.
Surprised me as well.
We have dedicated, loyal fans that want reactions to that great, great show.
Are they called like gators or anything?
That's pretty good, though.
Gatekeepers?
If they're not, they should be.
Could be gatekeepers, right?
I think that's a negative connotation.
Is it? Are they gatekeeping Stargate?
No.
Okay.
We welcome all fans.
Oh, okay.
I watched the recommendations a lot, and
Yeah.
it wasn't surprising, but how fast Shrek went from not existing to like being at the
Yeah.
top.
Yep.
After hearing it, Eric had never seen it. It was very fun
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
And then-
posted Puss in Boots, and then like an hour or two later,
Yeah, it was
Shrek
just
stuff
yeah,
started
it was
coming
way
up.
up. And then similarly, as soon as Shrek got done,
Uh-huh.
Shrek 2 suddenly just appeared out of thin air.
Yep.
Watch out for them gators. Stormhover says, now that you're a little bit further in, what has been your favorite part of Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough or the game in general so far? I love Eric's interaction at the windmill.
Yeah, that was wild.
That's the squirrel, right?
Huh?
The squirrel?
That was not the squirrel.
What's the windmill?
There was a guy on the windmill.
Oh, that guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that was fun.
That did not happen on my initial
Yeah.
playthrough, so
Yeah,
that was
that's
fun to
right.
see that was an option. That
The
was fun.
gnome.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a gnome, Rick, and he needed saved, and there was a lever that I could use to save him, but I pushed the wrong lever, and instead I threw him really far into the sky.
But that's been one of my
But
favorites.
we found his body.
We did.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
I looted it.
he looted it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the beginning of Earthworm Jim.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
To
one has
answer
a
your
happy
question, Aaron,
Unfortunately.
previously,
Why
the
even
creator
have that lever?
of the show, or one of the creators and writers, Brad Wright, used the term gators to refer to fans of Stargate SG-1 in 2001, but the term did not become widespread.
Gators. I like
So
that.
there's not like an official name.
They didn't have
Yeah,
enough
but-
internet back then.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
you know how
not
like
in
the
2001,
Juggalos have
yeah.
Faygo? Gators could have Gatorade.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
But there's a
true.
team. There's like a football team that's named the Gators. That
How-
kind of confuses a lot of people.
How about you Baldur Gators?
Yeah.
Baldurians.
Yeah.
Our viewers are called the Wave Riders. They have nothing to do with the ocean, other than Vinland Saga.
Something about the ocean.
What, did you have anything that's been your favorite part in the game that we've done, Calvin? Or especially Eric, because this one's your, like, completely first time playing.
I like my fire sword.
Okay. Hey, we fought hard for that.
We fought hard for that.
I saw someone was like, why did you guys do that? You didn't have to do that. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, but we got a cool sword.
Yeah. Probably my favorite part is kind of also my least favorite part, but when it wasn't a dialogue scene and Aaron was standing proudly naked behind
yeah,
me
that one's
Just a naked
in the
dwarf.
cutscene.
I love watching, like, Eric was talking to someone and it's like a little naked dwarf butt,
Yep.
like, running in the background.
Running back and forth in the background. Yeah.
Great. Great.
Was fun.
Should I do bits and donations?
I have 3 more things here. Let me just see. Let's do this one real quick. Becky sent one in for Is a Capricorn. He says, what's your favorite show of 2024 so far?
Shogun.
It can be the same one.
X-Men 97.
Fuck.
I'm going to say it's a tie between Shogun and X-Men 97.
I'm gonna say, yeah, same. I can't. It's not fair.
But that also may have some recency to it. But, I mean, we're only into May, and we have a lot of shows still to come, you know? We haven't finished Bridgerton Season 3. There's still more Bridgerton Season 3 to come, so we'll see.
Part 2 could suck.
But yeah. And then I'm just going to try to cover these last two here real quick, Rick. Curly Canadian, let me see what this says. Now that it has been well over a year since Chainsaw Man anime ended, how did you feel about the art direction? The director has supposedly left. There's a good chance that the Chainsaw Man movie will have a new art direction. So I'm curious if you would want it to be the same or if you look forward to a possible new look.
I had no complaints. I mean, there were parts where I was like, "Oh man, is this like CG mixed in with 2D?" Because it looked flawless, but it looked like it would be so difficult to do in 2D. And then I saw later someone linked me like, "No, this part was done 2D." The hell yeah! So
Yeah. I remember being impressed with the animation and art style.
Yeah, I always really enjoyed it. I mean, I will be optimistic for new art and new design and everything like that, but there's certain scenes that I'll think back to fondly.
I'll see what happens when we get to the next one, because I had a moment in like Attack on Titan where I was like, I don't think I like the change of this.
I feel like because of the way Chainsaw Man handled its EDs, it would fit the series if every single season had a different art style.
different art.
Sure.
Now, is it like art style or animation? What was the the job of the person?
The animation.
It was art
director?
style.
Art style.
Art style is what they said.
Interesting.
And then the last one here is Dezonix, who says, "Are you guys doing the state of play today?" Which is a yes. We will be going down here in a few and coming back up at 6 or maybe a little bit before on Twitch and also on the Blind Wave Gaming channel to cover what the state of play has going on. And Rick, with that, I send it back to you.
All right. We have Becky Setch, who subscribed for 25 months.
Thank you, Becky.
Thank you, Becky.
I also have the memes up.
Yay.
Wheel Magic, 29 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Garbage
much.
Miner subscribed for the first time.
Welcome.
LKG with an impressive 59 months.
Thank you, LKG.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's great.
I love that.
Sandman, 45 months.
Thank you, Sandman.
Thank you, Sandman.
Casual Doom, 46 months.
Thank you, Doom.
Doom! Finally play some Mario 64 Diggus Bickus with 64 months.
Nice.
Gustavo Bruno, 50 months.
Like corn being dipped in milk.
Thaddeus Spider, 37 months.
Thank you,
Thaddeus Spider.
Aldovra, 60 months. After long 60 months, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. Mr. Robot Hype.
5 years. Thank you.
I hope people are excited for Mr. Robot because
Yeah.
I know it's been a while and a lot of people have been voting for it over the years. So
I've been waiting for 5 years to watch it with you guys too.
And over on Tiltify for Vibrant Emotional Health, we had Daniel Garrell for $25.
thank you, Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel.
That's all I got.
I don't believe you said Cody L, who has 61 months. Says, "I can't believe I've been subbed for over 5 years. Haven't been as active lately, but I'm still around, catching the streams when I can. Can't wait for the Rock Band stream tomorrow."
Yes. And
Thank you,
again,
Cody
that is
L.
11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time
Yes.
tomorrow.
I'm excited for that. And then we'll be back here in about an hour, give or take, for the state of play. And we'll have a live stream reaction, a little bit of a discussion. It'll be fun. So hope to see you guys around here in a little bit. Who is that? Bob Dylan? Who is it? I don't know whose face it is.
It
Rick.
looks like
Can't
Dylan to
tell.
me.
It's
I
on
don't know
Eric's
either.
monitor.
I don't think
far
it's
away.
Bob Dylan.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I don't know what Bob Dylan looks like over time. It could be.
That does look like Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay. I just doubted myself because I said that and no one else said yes, and I was like, oh, maybe it's not.
Yeah, but I can't trust you.
Nudes in bio.
Who are you people?
Man, I saw that with Leon because
Oh, that's
Leon was
good.
in a Pokemality video recently, and people were like, "Who's that?"
That's funny.
Update your recommendations. Hey, that's cool.
That is cool. Ooh.
I appreciate
Got a
that
sword hand.
you actually cut it out and didn't key him. You went in and wrote it up.
Cut me out there.
Color correction on that one was great.
Next song's called Redheads.
I love the sax in there.
The rest of me are on.
I love Zorro.
Zorro.
is lost.
There's so many memes. I forgot we had a hint on, so.
Yeah, we did.
Who's that guy?
I don't know.
I think that's from JoJo.
Huh.
Excellent.
Out there having fun.
I assume those are other Discord users' icons.
You get excited.
That's it.
We also had
guys.
Stormy Boy here at the very end with 59 months. Hello, lads.
Thank you, Stormy.
Thank you, Stormy Boy.
Daddy.
All right, guys. I hope you guys all had a good time. We will be back in a little bit for State of the Play. And also tomorrow, 11 a.m., Rock Band. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Benefiting Vibrant Emotional Health.
We'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Enjoy